Okay, we have nearly made it. We are on part 3. We're on the home stretch of section 6.9, excuse me. So let's go ahead and tackle this. Given a right triangle with the following trigonometric ratio, sine of 30 equals 1 over 2. Find all of the trigonometric ratios for this triangle. How do you know these values are always going to be true when given this angle? So let's do something here. First thing I like to do is I like to draw my triangle. All right. What it has told me so far is this is 30 degrees, and I know that sine of 30 is equal to 1/2. Well, if we think back to what our ratios are, sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So I know that the opposite side is 1, while the hypotenuse is 2, because I just saw this opposite hypotenuse. Well, now we're left with, oh, shoot, how do I find that third side? Well, remember above and in our other right triangle practice, we can use the Pythagorean theorem. Voila, there we go. So we have the hypotenuse, we have one leg, so let's plug those in and solve. We've got 1 squared plus b squared equals 2 squared, or 1 plus b squared equals 4. Now I'm going to do some algebra here, subtract 1 from both sides. B squared is equal to 3. B is equal to the square root of 3. Now, here we're coming to an important part about this 30-degree angle. And really, it's about this right triangle that is 30, 60, 90. Because we know that this other side is 60, because we only have 90 degrees left to work with after this right angle has taken up those first 90. So this is what we would call actually a special right triangle. Okay, and we'll be discussing a lot more about these in the coming future. But right now, let's do the task at hand, which says, let's find the rest of the trigonometric ratios. So we need to find them in accordance with this reference angle and with this reference angle. Let's start with the 30 degree. So we've got sine 30 equals cosine 30 equals, and tangent of 30 equals. So we know sine already, they gave it to us, it's 1/2. Cosine, which is adjacent over hypotenuse, will be square root 3 over 2. And tangent, which is opposite over adjacent, will be 1 over square root 3. However, we don't like to keep radicals in the denominator, so I'm going to move that to the top by multiplying by root 3 over root 3. So in the bottom, I get root 3 times root 3, or root 3 squared, which the root and the square cancel off, so I just get 3. And 1 times root 3 is just root 3. So there's my tangent for 30. All right, now let's look at our other reference angle. We've got sine of 60 now. We have cosine of 60, and we have tangent of 60. So now that we're using 60 as our reference angle, we're going to come back up here. So sine is opposite over hypotenuse, so we have square root 3 over 2. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, so 1 over 2. And tangent is opposite over adjacent. We have square root 3 over 1. And there you have it. There are all of your trigonometric ratios for a 30, 60, 90 triangle.